Hey my loves and welcome back to my channel. So I've been out all day today and I feel like my makeup just needs like a refresh, and then it kind of made me think about, you know, when like you're going back to work and it's Christmas time and then people are inviting you out for dinners and drinks and stuff after work, and you just feel like your makeup needs a bit of a pick-me-up, like your everyday makeup's probably maybe gone a little bit oily, some of it's like worn away, or you just want to like amp it up a little bit and make it a bit more of like a nighttime look. I thought I could show you with as few products as possible how you can actually just take your look from a day to a night really quickly and easily while you're sitting in the office or like in the toilet at work or whatever. I thought this would be like quite a fitting video for this time of year, do you know what I mean? For me, I do actually need to include powder in this routine because throughout the day I get really oily. If you are on the drier side, you might not need these products. Obviously you just like cater this to what you're going to need. Maybe you just want to add a bit of eyeshadow or like an eye look, and then like a lip or whatever, but I just like to do a bit of a refresh on the face as well. So to start with, I already have my concealer and everything from the day, and I've been loving powder foundation recently. And my favourite one is the Fenty Profilt'r Soft Matte Powder Foundation. I'm in the shade 190 at the moment, and all I do is actually I just use a brush. This is, what one is this from? Look Good Feel Good. It's a blush brush, but I just love it for powder on the face. And as you can see, I'm like quite oily in my T-zone. So all I'm going to do is actually just add some of this powder over the top. And my blush has actually lasted pretty well, but I will probably do a bit of a refresh of that as well. So I'm just going to pop this all over my face. And I feel like my bronzer has also lasted pretty well, but again, am I probably going to go over it? I probably will. And a powder foundation I think is amazing to have in your makeup bag anyway, because if you put a little bit too much bronzer on, if you put too much blush on, it's like a really easy way to help blend everything, take some of the pigment away a little bit. Then I think I'm going to go on to bronzer next, because actually I also really love to have bronzer just like with me, just like in case I want to add any like eyeshadow. You can use your bronzer as eyeshadow as well. So all I'm going to do, so you might want to like have a brush with you. This is just like a big fluffy brush just to pop like in the eye socket. So I'm going to take some of this. This is just the Benefit Hoola bronzer, and then I'm going to take that into my crease because I don't have any eyeshadow on, and over night time I just like to have a little bit of something on. You can also do a little bit of nose contour while you're at it, why not? But it's kind of just acts like a brown eyeshadow, and I think it almost contours the eye, which just looks a bit more sultry for the night time. And then you could just use the same big brush that you have with a little bit more of that bronzer. So I'm going to try and keep the amount of brushes down as well, because we don't have loads of room, I feel like, when we're going to work. Like my bag was already heavy enough with the amount of random shit that I have in there. I honestly don't even know. It was one of them things where I kind of wanted to have everything just in case. Like I even had plasters, I had all the medication that you could need, I had wipes, I had like the most random stuff in there. But I was like, if I take it out, like, and I barely ever used anything that was in there by the way, but if I took it out, that would be the one day, right, that you needed it. So I just had everything in there, and then it was super heavy all the time. So just add a little bit more bronzer. I just feel like it lifts it like a little bit more. And I thought it would be quite a good idea if you have one. If you don't have a cream blush, obviously just use a powder blush. I mean, my blush has lasted pretty well, but I think it's normally the first thing to leave your face, so you might want to have a little refresh of it. But a cream blush is actually a really good idea because it almost acts like a little bit of a highlighter as well, obviously if you're not going to powder over the top. So this is just a cream blush from Fenty Beauty, and it's called Petal Pop-In. So what I'll do is put my finger in there, kind of warm it up on the back of my hand a little bit, and then you're kind of helping to blend it as well. And you don't even need a brush, you can just use your finger and just pop that on top. And then because it's a cream, it gives you that natural little bit of a sheen, like a little bit of a glow. So it kind of acts like your highlighter as well. Just absolutely love these, and I do think cream blushes do last longer. So it is worth it if you can get your hands on one. I mean, at the moment there's loads of them Black Friday deals, isn't there? So you could definitely get your hands on stuff. I know that Fenty's obviously stocked on Boots, and I think they've got like 20% off or something at the moment. And I just, oh, I love Fenty products, they're so nice. If you are a highlighting queen, you can obviously pop a highlighter in your makeup bag as well. I'm just not that bothered these days, which is crazy. The product I have been loving though is the face gloss from Huda Beauty. So again, if you can get your hands on that in the sale, I think they've got it on Feel Unique, and they've got quite a good deal on at the moment, Feel Unique, so maybe check that out if you want any Huda Beauty products. What are we going to go on to next? I think next we'll do eyes. Oh, I actually need to do my brows. We'll do brows first. So I actually haven't put anything in my brows today apart from some brow gel, so I need just a little bit of pencil in there if I'm going to go out of like a night time. If you don't need any brow pencil, then I'm so jealous because I wish I had your brows. At the moment I'm having to go back to the Anastasia Brow Wiz, which I do like, but I just don't like it as much as the Huda Beauty Bomb Brows Micro Shade Brow Pencil. It's just not as fine, and I just don't get the same result. I also love the colour. It's a little bit more ashy, the Huda Beauty one, whereas this one's a little bit on the warmer side. But I'm just going to really, really lightly add a little bit more into these brows, just because they're looking a little bit bare. Like, obviously as I'm talking to you, this routine might take me a little bit longer, but really once you figure out what you want to do and you've only got a few products, this shouldn't take you that long. Like, it could just be like at the end of the day before you head out for your drinks or your dinner, because you like, not everyone wants to wear like a full face like all day, do you know what I mean? Or you just don't want to wake up too early in the morning. I remember sometimes if I wanted like a full face with lashes and everything, I'd wake up so bloody early and then wear my full face all day, and then it never looks as good, does it, at the end of the day, really, because you've worn it all day. Do you know what that'll do? That's all I'll do for the brows. So maybe add a little brow pencil in there if you need it. Now, I am particularly oily. I'm an oily bitch. So let me share with you my favourite powder of all time. So I like the combo of having a foundation powder, but I also love and adore the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder from Charlotte Tilbury. It's probably my favourite powder of all time. I mean, I'm nearly out of it and I'm really upset. I do definitely need to get myself another one, because when I say I use it every day, but I tend to only use this in my T-zone, the areas that get really, really, really oily. But also this just like blurs all your pores. It's such a stunning powder, but I like to get it in shade Light. Is it Light? Oh, One Fair. Don't know where I was getting light from. So yeah, I like to get it in quite a light colour, so then it gives you that little bit of a brightening effect as well in those areas. Now I'm going to move on to the eyes. Now, I personally would never really bring a palette out with me. One, I don't want to like break my palette, and two, they're normally too big and bulky and heavy to go in the bag. So I thought that I would try and show you a more amped up eye look with just a like brown eye pencil. You could use black if you want to, I just think brown's a little bit softer. And then I have this individual eyeshadow from McGrath, and this is in the shade Celestial. So it's a really gorgeous gold colour, which I think just suits everyone. And then obviously we've got the bronzer, which we can use in the crease, which I've already popped into the crease. But I'm going to show you how you can make a really cute look with just these two products. So I'm going to take my brown eye pencil and I'm just going to pop that right along my lash line. And then I'm just going to use this small little shader brush and I'm going to smudge that. And I almost want to like wing it out slightly. Like, I've sharpened this pencil so it makes it easier for me. Oh god, I'm losing the lid. What am I doing? And literally all I'm doing is just shading that and dragging along, just to kind of blend that pencil out a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing just on the outer corner of the lower lash line, and using that same brush, try and connect it to that outer wing there, just so we like frame the eye a little bit more. I think that looks super cute myself. And like, do you see what I mean? Daytime, nighttime, daytime, nighttime. I just think it looks cute. So I'm just going to do the same on the other side. But then with our Celestial shade from McGrath, all I'm going to do is use my finger and then just tap on that lid. These are such like stunning shades, oh my god. I apply like loads, I want it to be more of like a wash that you can just see like in the lights. Like when the light shines on you, you can see this little shimmer on the lid. Oh, I think that's so cute. Some more of that gold shade. I just want to pop that in the inner corner of my eye. And this acts as your like highlight, inner corner highlight. Oh, I just think that looks cute. With a little bit more of our bronzer and that shade just to like deepen that up a little bit. And then it looks like you've done a full-on eye look when literally you've used your bronzer, one eyeshadow and a pencil. I mean, amazing. So I'm actually going to add some more mascara. Since I have it, I'm going to use my lash colours here. But obviously if I was at work, I wouldn't have my lash colours, so whatever, I would just apply more mascara. This is the UOMA Drama Bomb Extreme Volume Nourishing Mascara. Really, really like it. I've been using it a lot recently. I think one of the reasons is just the brush is so great. Really coats all those hairs and it's like, gives you such great volume. Don't you think it's coming together? It is coming together. We are almost done. We just need to finish with the lip. Now, most of the time, obviously, we'll always have our lip liner and lipstick with us, or if you just like a lipstick, then whatever. We'd normally have that in our makeup bag, so it's just a case of touching it up. I did a bit more powder over my lip just to get rid of the lip I was wearing earlier because I was wearing more of a pinky nude, but I think with the bronzer and everything on the eye, we need a brownie nude. So I'm going to take, this is Sweet Tea lip liner from Morphe. It's my favourite brownie nude. I always like to shade in the outer corners for like a more ombre look. One of my favourite nudes at the moment is actually Eartha from UOMA, which is a really beautiful, really browny nude. I think just to like amp this up a little bit, I want to add a gloss to the lip, just because also it's a lot more comfortable when you're going for dinner, and like obviously some of it might wear away, and I think when it's a gloss it kind of wears away a little bit nicer. My favourite gloss of all time is the Fenty Gloss Bomb. I don't know if I talk about glosses enough because I don't always wear them that often. If I'm wearing a gloss, it is this one. It's the best lasting gloss ever and it's not sticky. This is the shade Fenty Glow, which goes really well with a nude lip. Alright, so I obviously need to refresh my hair a little bit. We need to swap out our hoops for slightly bigger hoops, and I need to get changed because if we're going for dinner, why would I be wearing something like this? I know obviously at work you would already be in your outfit, but I'm sure it would be a lot nicer than this casual t-shirt that I currently have on. So I'm just going to do all of that and then we can see how it looks when that's all done. Alright, so we have a new top, new earrings in, gave my hair a little brush. It's amazing what brushing your hair can do, right? Can't forget a little bit of perfume actually. You can get really cute little like sample size of perfumes. I always keep those in my bag as well, just so you can have a little perfume refresh. And then we're ready for a night on the town after work. I really hope you guys found this helpful. It is the festive season, so everyone is going to be going out after work, hopefully having Christmas parties and all of that, which obviously will be straight after work, and we want to be looking our best. You never know when you might meet your husband, so we've got to be looking our best. And actually I might as well go through all of the products that we use just so you know what you need to put in your makeup bag. So all you actually need in your makeup bag: foundation powder, and optional you could have a little like extra face powder if you're super oily like me, otherwise just foundation powder. Then you're going to need your bronzer, and then your blush or a cream blush depending on what you prefer. And for the eyeshadow portion, all you need is a brown eye pencil or black, up to you. A little single eyeshadow, preferably something that's nice and shimmery, bit of a pop of colour. This one's obviously gold. And then your mascara of choice. You can also put lashes on, but it's just extra steps that no one needs in their life. You know what, the time that you're putting on lashes could be the time that you're having a glass of wine. Do you know what I mean? You've got to make your choices. And then for lip, you're going to need just your lip liner and your lipstick. And I mean, you can use a gloss as well, like I did as well. It's obviously an extra step, but I just think it's so cute. You could actually, to be fair, skip the lipstick portion and just have the gloss instead. And then brush wise, all you're going to need are 3 brushes, which I think is so good. So just a big fluffy face brush for your foundation powder and your bronzer. And then for the eyes, you're going to need a fluffy brush for the crease, and then you're just going to need a small little shader brush. This actually is a Style Pro G109 brush. And then this one just came in a set with Morphe. It doesn't actually have a number because I think it came within a set. But any big fluffy brush like this will do. And that's it. That's all you need in your makeup bag. And then you can create a cute little look like this after work. You're literally going to walk out the toilet and people are going to be like, who is she? Where did she come from? So if you did like the video, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments down below what you're up to this festive season. But apart from that, I'll catch you guys in the next one.